Welcome. All right. Make sure my camera is correct. All adjusted for you. Whoop. Oh my gosh, almost tripped on the dog. Jackson. All right, it's Monday noon and sneak peek behind my practice. Today, we are going to use some fun props. So I represent a company called Rad Roller, and this is the two tools that I'd like to share with you today. We'll start with this round, kind of squishy. It's like a kid's ball, you know. I think it even bounces. My dog took it a couple times. Thank goodness he didn't puncture it, but it is just this nice pressure. But if you do not have one of these round balls for today, you could actually just use a block. What I'm planning to do to start class, this is an hour practice, and the beginning of class, I'm just playing with some tools. So, belly massage. I'm going to use the round, but if you're at home and you just have a block, use a block underneath your belly. So you gently lay on, find your way. Oh yeah. So obviously the round ball, you can move around a little bit. So that's what my intention is to stimulate the vagus nerve, which is right in the belly. Anytime you massage the belly, you're relaxing your body. Ooh, it's a little bit intense. I haven't done this for a while. So same thing with the block. You can also put a blanket over the block and lay on the block. Okay, but today I'm gonna put the blanket over the round. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Just a little bit of stimulation for the belly. And I just thought of something. If you have one of those bigger round balls, you know, the ones that are as big as these arms, you could just lay over that and massage the belly. Bending the knees and rocking the feet from side to side. And check in with the breath. In through the nose. Out through the nose. The hardest part in life is to surrender to what is. And so right now, that's your job. Just soften that belly, drape the belly around whatever you have underneath it, you know, whether it's the block, this round that I have, or you're laying over a large exercise ball, whatever it is. See if you can soften into the breath and take about 5 to 8 breaths. Whatever comes up, just let that come up and float away. It's quite active. Moving around. That's 2. Three. And also, if you don't have a prop, just rocking the knees from side to side. Absolutely, another alternative. Just breathing with me, another 4 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Again, this is just a sneak peek behind my practice. What do I do? Rocking the feet from side to side, windshield wipers. Maybe pulsing just a little bit with your elbows and your knees. Letting the head relax, the breath come easily. Circling up the ankles. All right, last breath. Wow. Any sensations that come up, if they're too intense, just come off. You don't have to stay. If it's too uncomfortable, just come off. But amazing healing takes place in all of those nadis or meridian lines in the stomach. When you're finished, walk your elbows back, walk your hips back. You can use this beautiful pillow. Use this beautiful pillow for your child's pose. Letting the forehead rest right on that. Rocking the head side to side. Couple sounds. If you have some sounds, let those happen. Let that happen. Let it come in through the nose. Wide open exhale mouth. Soften into the back. Let the back relax. Feeling your feet, your hips, your thighs. Head is heavy. Arms relaxed. One more breath. You can feel the shifts in the low back each time you surrender into that exhale. It's like the muscles, the bones and the muscles just get heavier and softer and malleable. Oh, wow. And then you'll find that your body automatically wants to adjust those vertebrae. If they were out and a little askew, they'll just go and they'll come all back together, right? It's like you're your own chiropractor. All right, so that was lovely. That was so lovely. Going to switch now to this. This is called an Axle, and again, the company that I represent, I'm an affiliate for, is Rad Roller. So absolutely amazing. So we'll do a couple things with this. We'll roll the upper back and shoulders, and then also I use it for my neck and releasing tension in the neck. So self-care, absolutely essential in this time that we are living. Getting back inside, getting into your inner alignment so that you can make your choices, that resonate with you. And all right, so let's play a little bit. Put this right underneath the mid-back, interlace your fingers. Maybe this will inspire you to purchase one of these rollers for yourself. And this is up and down, just rolling. When you move your hips down, the roller goes up. When you push up, the roller goes down. Yeah. You can pause and let the elbows shoot back behind you. Your chest is lifted. Broken bridge, your knees can come together, feet apart, heart is lifting, head's dropping. So if ever, or if you have one of these, a lot of us just have these rollers laying around. So take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and give yourself a reset by using your roller to open up your heart. And anytime you go in reverse flexion, your counter measure to technic. Technic, you know what technic is, I hope. Technic is when you're constantly looking at the phone, the computer. So doesn't this make sense? You want to go opposite direction. So you just lay yourself, even if it's a couple pillows, lay yourself over some pillows to open up your heart. So let that happen. Beautiful way to open up the chest and let the shoulders extend back. You can even turn from side to side, rocking one elbow down, one elbow up, letting the head drop. Again, I could spend another 5-10 minutes on this, but I'll move on. So we can do some yoga for sure. All right, so again, move it down so you can get yourself up. Use your hands for support. And now we'll place this right underneath the neck. So you have this natural curve in the neck. And this might be a little bit more challenging if you don't have a roller, but you can always substitute just in case you're watching and you don't have a roller, but you have a block. You can do the same sort of massage right on the block. So I put the block at that midpoint, that mid-height. You can rock your head from side to side. I know a lot of you out there have blocks, so use a block instead while I'm doing this. Okay? Or you can take this roller, which I am, because it goes a little bit broader up into the side of the neck. So I'm using I'm using my Rad Roller Axle. You can go to radroller.com and you will find these. Yes, I love all of their products. And after class, I'll put the affiliate link underneath this class in the description, actually, of the. So again, just massage your neck. Use your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Make sure you do both sides. And if the block or the round axle moves, just use your hands to set it right back underneath you. Yeah. Good. Let's just commit to 10 more breaths. And if you're just with me without a block or without a roll, just breathe. Let's go in through the nose. Out through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Trigger points, so finding a spot and you're holding it, you push into that spot and then you let it go, right? That's trigger point work, where you're pushing, give it a little bit of pressure, you're pushing, and then you let it go. Okay, that actually has more impact to help release tension than just holding for a long time, if that makes sense. It's that pulse on and then that release for recovery. It's like an inhale and an exhale. You need both. So constant pressure, not as effective. That's why we're masseuse. When you massage, you're moving in on and you're moving off. That rolling, that finding different nerve endings, different points of pressure. And then once you find that trigger spot, which I just found, you embrace it, you hold it, you breathe, And then you let it go. And then you go back. Inhale, embrace it. Find that spot. Maybe it shifts a little bit, goes a little deeper. And then you let it go, you know. So yeah, you find that creative play with your tools. All right, so how are we on our count of breath? Let's see, maybe it's about 6. When I talk, it's hard for me to count my breath. So let's say we're on 6. Inhale. Self-care, you guys, is so good for us. It's not selfish. It's for everybody around you. Inhale. Exhale. You can just stop and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. All right, that's 8. 2 more breaths. Massaging the neck. Both exercises that I did today can be used with blocks. The self-massage tool. Just happen to have fancy ones today. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, cool. Turning to your side, using your hands for support. Move your props aside. Awesome, and now we'll do some yoga. Let's do some yoga. Good. Come up. When you come up, you use one foot, push into that step. Gonna switch the camera. Good, because I'm multitasking. Good. All right, so yeah, let's stand at the front of the mat and start some salute to the sun, some Surya Namaskara. Such a beautiful dance to get the body warm. Take a couple sighs, inhale nose. Let it out through the mouth. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Great. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, dive forward, slightly bent knees, hinging at the waist, forward fold, shaking out the head. In fact, before we step back, just give it a moment to let your arms be heavy, your head be heavy. You can rock the torso from side to side, alternating into the feet. Check in with the feet, see which one may be holding your body, holding your weight a little bit more than the other. We always have a little habit of leaning to one side. See if you can create that even feeling into the feet. And shake out the head, yes. Rock the head, no, yes. No. Yes. Release the hands. Inhale, heart lifts halfway out. Pull back in. Exhale. Forehead towards the shins. Great. And 2 more like that. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, pull back in. 1 more like that. Inhale, extend and reach out. Exhale, pull back in. Good. And then just step back. Exhale, high plank. high plank to down dog. So just alternate that. It's one of my go-tos to just get the body, the core strength, and the heat through that central column. What are we doing? We're waking up that inner lines to create alignment, empowerment. So you know what you need, you know what you want. This is what yoga is about. It's connecting you to your higher thought, your highest self, so that you can be clear, create clarity in your mind, in your heart. Yeah, body. Layer. First layer. Clear the body. Clear out stress, stagnation. Just moving back and forth. Inhale, high plank. Exhale to down dog. I like those little bounce. Can you find down dog? My feet were a little wide, so I'm going to just bring them closer together so that the knees are underneath the hips. Go ahead and try a straight leg, down dog. Ribs in, hips high, head drops. Spread the shoulders out. So you can find some symmetry in the upper body, all as well as the lower body. Good, plenty. So either step or hop up. I'm going to take the little baby steps. I love little baby steps. In fact, crisscross the ankles. One side, the other side. Pushing in to the ground each time you step. 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 Last one, step. Oh gosh, so good. Crisscross. Pause in that crisscross forward fold. You can bring your heart up. Exhale to pull back in. Couple more. Inhale. Push. Exhale to pull back in. You can walk the hands to one side. That's nice too. Sinking into the feet. Make sure the head's relaxed. Back through center. And then the other side. Really good. Back through center. Nice. Excellent. All right. So since this left leg is in front, as I come up, hands on the waist. And as I come up and stand, notice the inner thighs pushing into the ground. You sense that. Push into that right foot, which is behind. Left knee can come up. Interlace the fingers. Grab that left knee, and you have this new asana or yoga posture with the knee up to the chest. I'm going to hold on nice and tight. Ankle towards my hip. Left arm's going to come high. We're going to reach around and see if I can grab the fingers behind me. Again, this is advanced. If you're able to do that, wonderful. You know, good for you. No big deal if you can't. You just hold the knee. But if you're able, just as I am, to bring it around, okay? Push into the ground, and then I'm going to lean forward a little bit. And remember that pulsing I was talking about at the beginning, where your trigger points, you go on that trigger point, and then you release. It's a similar sensation because every pressure point changes as you move your hip socket a little lower. I'm feeling it a little more in my back. Pulse and lift. One more. Pulse forward, dropping forward, and come up. How cool is that, you guys? I love it. Release. Needs a little walkabout, you know. This is my practice, but a little walkabout once in a while when you're practicing. Hi, welcome. So nice to see you. That's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much. I so appreciate that. Good job. Whew, breathing. All right, so now we're going to the other side. Inhale, scoop it up. It's okay to take breaks, you know. Everybody gets so freaking serious with their yoga that they don't want to take a little walkabout. I love walkabouts. Inhale, halfway lift. Let's do that a couple times. Exhale, pull back in. Again, inhale. That made me feel so good. Thank you for your comment. I just love, love, love that. You're going to have to give me your first name because all I had was your little code there. Step back, step back. Again, my go-to is to sort of reset. Bring my knees back, bring my femurs back, get my booty to stick out, and then my high plank feels so much better. Maybe that works for you too. And just hold it. If you want to add on, you know, I'm feeling actually really strong today, so I'm going to add on here. So if you're with me, good. If not, take a break. Inhale. Exhale, heels to the right. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Heels to the left. Exhale. And then back and forth. You can make it fast. One more. Oh, so good. At first push-up, I'm going to make it easy on myself. Little half push-up. Chaturanga. Exhale. Exhale. Some pulses. Some pulses. Getting strong. Behind the scenes of Taz Yoga. Drop the toes, push into the feet. Spread the belly out. Hover. Give it a moment to just heat up into the back lines. And if it feels correct, up dog, full up dog. If not, stay in that low cobra. Look over the left shoulder. Try to relax. Stay with your breath. Stay soft. Meaning not too much effort, just that perfect, effortless effort. All right, back to straight leg down dog. This time we'll play with the heels as we did in high plank. Egyptian down dog. Inhale, tippy toes. Actually, the feet need to come up hip width apart. Exhale, heels to the right so that the heel lines up to the big toe. Take your time, no rush. Inhale for 4, exhale for 4. Inhale to center, tippy toes, hips high. Again, femurs pushing back, ribs in, even out the upper body. Catch your breath, exhale to the left. You know, the longer you do your yoga practice, the easier it is to stay with that slow movement. You know, but this time let's go a little faster. Right and left. So it's always entertaining to your mind to create these flows, you know, this creative expression. It's like a dance. We all like to create stuff. And so my yoga is just the same kind of creative expression, which feels amazing. Last time, left side. And I wish that for you too, you know, when you're practicing to create that. All right, so make sure when we walk up and we end, that we're ending on the other leg, right? You don't want to repeat that left knee up. You want that right knee up this time. So just do your little crossing and walk. Cross, cross, cross. Keep breathing. Notice it's a little wider. I'm changing it up a little bit. Not so close to each other. It's just going a little wider. Again, that's my mind wanting different, something different each time. And this is how I make it different. Good. I'm going to put it here. And now it is, oh wait, yeah, you've got to make sure your right foot is in front of that crisscross. Line up the little pinky toes. Once you find it, see if you can free up your hands to walk up towards your shins. Heart lifts, even out the feet. Exhale, pull back in. Wow, different sensations on that different side. It's so much tighter on my left hip, this left side. Inhale. Exhale. Wow, so much tighter. If you've been with me for a while, I say this every time. My left leg needs more time. That's how we create balance. If each side was the same, we would be in symmetry. And the whole point of our yoga is to create a little bit more balance. So that said, my left side, I stay longer. You'll notice it's another 2 or 3 more breaths on the side that is, and the back foot is getting more of a stretch. That's why this is now the left side. Good. All right, come back to center, hands on the waist, use your feet. Okay, if you have any back pain or if this is a little scary for you, you want to roll yourself up, okay? Just take your time rolling up. This is a little bit more advanced. Hands on the waist, right? And then pushing. You see how much more that effort that takes. So roll up might have been better for me on that side because of the tightness in this left hip. Yeah, lots of openings happening, and it's creating some emotional flux. You can sense it. The more yoga you do, the more you'll be able to sense these subtle differences on your sides. Okay, so leaning into this left foot, release that right knee, slowly bring it up. Wow, so intense. One side needs more work. It's my left side. Just sharing with you what's going on in my practice, because it's not all cut and dry, it's not all simple. There's these processes and there's these work throughs, and this is what makes a really good practice. When you discover and listen and you have inner seeing, inner eye. Okay, so now we did that little right arm up, left hand holding that right ankle, reach through, grab around, a little different on the side, set yourself tall. Okay, next breath, little pulse, hollow out the belly, navel in towards the spine, drop the chin down, see if you could come, even if it's just a little bit, come a little bit forward. And then back up. And then a little bit forward. This is advanced, I know. If you need the wall and you just want to hold your knee to your chest and you need to use the wall for balance, that would be step 1. This is like step 10. Step 10. Last one. Good. Release slowly and gently. Exhale, release that foot. That little walkabout, little pound. Woo! Good. Excellent. All right, so that's step 1 that I was just talking about. So say you just, you need to figure out how to balance on that one foot. and hold. You would use the wall and you'd bring one knee up and you would hold. That's step one. You know, this is way up there. Whoop, on that step 10, all right? So just know that you're still doing exactly what's right for you, even if you're using the wall and holding your knee right to your hip, okay? Just checking in. Be gentle and easy with yourself. Circle out the hips. Circle, 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 bounce. Rock the chin. Circle out the arms. All right, clearing the slate. Come back to the front of the mat, interlace your fingers, push down through the fists, open up the chest. Inhale, hips come back, bend the knees, forward fold into the shoulders. Again, I like the feet a little wider, hollowing out the belly, opening the shoulders. Let's stay here. Commit to about 5 breaths. So inhale, exhale. Don't worry if your arms are just barely coming off your back. It's just the nature. You can even hold the strap too to help. But you'll get the hang of your body and you'll know what you need. You'll know what props you need by your sides. Last one. Good. Massage the back. Round out the back. Round out the legs. Side, IT band, low back. Good. And from that knee compression when I was standing, I feel like I need to really extend into the low back. So I'm dropping my hips down and bringing them up. And a couple more. Dropping them down, little bounce, little rock, and back up. Last one. Yeah, that feels better. Feels like I got more strength into my hip sockets somehow. All right, walk the hands up, halfway out. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. And you know my go-to, push and forward. Bring it back so your femurs pull back and you have this nice glute muscle. You're activating it, and then you're coming forward. A couple more. It's like a squat almost. Good. Back to high plank. Find that. Now full push up. See if we can do 2 or 3. Not making any promises. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back up. Exhale. Inhale back up. Gosh, that's about it. And then slide through. Oh yeah. Good. It's almost like relief to go into that up dog. Left shoulder again. Back to center. Take your time. It's your timing. This is my timing. Back to center. Tuck the toes. Inner lines strong as you come back. Toes together. Take that right leg high. Give it some movement. See if I have enough room. I never have enough room. Off to the side. So you're kicking that right leg off to the side. Again, one of my favorite go-tos because I'm getting my left hamstring. You're getting your left hamstring. You're getting your hip socket. And you're finding some belly fire too as you do this. Bending that left knee so that hamstring can play a little. Right up into that inner groin and into the hip. See if there's different angles that feel right to you and slow it down. Okay, once you find that leg off to the side, bring it straight down and then kick it straight up. Good. One-legged down dog. I'm going to move back to my mat. Square hips. Right hip in the socket, head and shoulders are even. Toe will lead through the toe mound, sink down into the left heel. Once you find it, hold and be still. 3 more breaths. Left hamstring. Good. And then just come all the way through. Take your time again. So maybe it's you make it halfway, which is nice and effortless. And then you let your right hand give you some support to bring it all the way forward. How cool is that? You know, there's no reason to just power through when you can do it halfway. You know, I don't know. You know what I mean. Sometimes you step it up and sometimes you don't. Right hip pulls back, you're in high lunge. Circle out the arms, getting that upper chest to sort of open up a little bit. And then pull the hands behind you. I'm having fun, can you tell? And then chin, I like chin down if I'm in a pulse. Pulse that back knee. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Soften that back foot. All for comfort. Fold the mat over. Add extra padding for that left knee. Reach back. Reach back. For the foot. Bending the left foot and reaching back with both hands. Start with the left hand and then gradually reach for the right. Good. Keep the right, I'm going fancy on you. Keep that right hand on the foot. Left arm can come up. So you can stretch through that side. Maybe there's even a C curve over to the right. Reach forward with the left hand. Bring that left hand to the mat or off the mat. And then look over the right shoulder as you kick back with that left foot. Again, I'm opening up a little bit. I'm creating more space. It feels amazing. Good. Gently release. Soften that back foot. Hand comes to the inside. Catch your breath. Find the Mula Bandha. Maybe even soften the back foot for just a breath or two. And then activate the back leg. Inhale. Push. Knee up. Right hip. Crease moves back. In fact, frame the front foot. Frame the front foot with both hands. That's it. And just hold. Right hip creases moving back. Out through that back heel. Activate. Lower belly. Crown of the head moving forward. Sink a little bit into the front foot a bit. All right. And so all of that prepped you for high plank, because now what you can do is push into your hands, hollow out the navel, bring the navel up, and see how my back just lifted a little bit. Slide that right leg straight back. Again, telling you this is a miracle. Femur reset. You want the hips, sit bones to push back. You can feel almost this, I don't know, it's this heat that starts going all the way up. Okay? So you know it's doing something. It's stimulating. Nose breath. Good. All right. You want to do 3 push-ups again? I guess this is a strong class. Skip them if you don't want them. Shoot, my breath was off. So take an inhale. Exhale to come halfway. Inhale to push. One more. Be happy, easy. Really good. Knees, that was enough for me. Exhale. Drop the toes. Inhale. This time, possibly lift the kneecaps up off from the mat. And exhale. Down dog. All right, I haven't given you a break, so how about just a reset? Like I love you. This is like, I love you, body. You're doing great. You're such a good body. You know, you gotta talk. Gotta give yourself this positive. Who else is gonna do it? You gotta do it. Tell yourself you love your body. I love my practice. Raising your frequency from the inside out. Take a deep breath. Let it go. 2 more like that. Inhale, nose. Let it go. Holy camole. One more. Awesome. Remember those sounds. Anytime your body wants to do a little moan or a sigh, honor that release. Sometimes it goes to tears, and if the tears come, don't stop them. Please do not ever stop your tears. Always let them flow. Let them flow. People need to see that. Nobody can deny that they release stress, they release emotions, and to hold them back is not good. So let that happen. If there's tears, let them come. I give you permission. Give yourself permission. All right. Sermon over. Get back to all fours. Let's shake it out a bit before we do left leg. However it looks for you. Giving you choices up and down. You could do this barrel wave. I call this a little snake wave. You can also do the barrel roll where your ribs go to the side and around. Just waking up those lower vertebrae, especially for me. It's where I feel it the most. But then I look at myself on the video, on the yoga videos, and I realize that more of my tightness, and probably why I can't feel it as much, is in through the center right here, in through the middle of the shoulder blades. So in fact, maybe I'll focus that. If you want to focus in the same spot as I am right now, you would just push a little bit harder into the hands and around the chin to the chest, and see if you can notice the spreading of the scapula forward. Good. So you have that. And then the opposite would be chest. Letting the heart move forward and push down into the center towards the earth of the scapula. So it's a little different. It's harder for me to get there because of what I just said. It's tight. That's my tight spot. You, me, all of us, phone, computer, car, sitting. And then we do avoid it. So then I focus on my back again. Okay, back to down dog. Bring the toes together. Left leg comes high. Find that opening that we did with the hip socket, shooting enough to the side. Good. Again, this is just an experiment and exploration. I like bending knees. I like the belly, pelvic bowl kind of moving forward and tilting back. See if you can notice these things in your body. Lower belly. Each side has different ways it wants to move to find the tight spots. Like there's a tight spot where I want to linger, where the knee is high off to the side. Straighten changes it. Bending changes it. This kind of work has healed my back. Somatic experience, you just let your body sort of guide you. Good, feel like you're ready. One-legged down dog, leg off to the side, leg drops, lead with the toe mound, and then hang out in this more linear position. Hip crease, so you're not just like jamming your hip way away from you, you're pulling it into the socket, dropping the hip. Wow. Good practice. Right hamstring. Lift it. See if you can close your eyes and just feel right hamstring. Activated left glute. Lead through the toe mound. Inner turn, turning inward with the upper leg where the toes are pointing straight down. Upper body firm and even. Oh, all right. Sound effects. Halfway. Use the left hand. Come forward. Come into high lunge. Gosh, seems like we did this a long time ago on the other side, doesn't it? Reaching up. Cactus arms. Left hip is back. Heart's lifting. Getting that to extend. Lower belly, heart arcing back. Hands on the low back. Just peek up a bit. And then exhale, chin drops. Keep the ribs in as much as you can. Elbows straight back. And then drop 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep breathing. 8, 9. Felt like we did longer on the other side. I'm just going to do a couple more. You're more than welcome. Drop that knee. Oh. All right. Yay. Oh my gosh. Knee drops. Extra padding underneath that right knee. Nice. Set yourself tall. Right hand reaches for that right foot. Left hand comes back. The trick, eyes, drishti, your focus right in front of you. See if you can hang on to that. Elbows back, chest lifted, grow taller. I'm just pulling my heel to my hip. Because I know what the next posture is, which is arm high, right? Letting that lift. C-curve to the, keep your balance. C-curve to that left side. Wow. Come back up. Right arm reaches to the ground. So this left hip and knee needs to move back a little bit You can also use a block underneath that hand and then look over the left shoulder. Again, I'm adjusting myself because I know that I need a little bit more space. So I'm moving my left foot over to the left and allowing that space in the low belly to turn. Hopefully that makes sense. So just, your body does it. If you listen, it tells you it needs a little bit more space, because our whole goal is to create a lift in the low belly. And all that lift is mula bandha. You can feel the suction in and up, and then you can feel that lower belly turn and your ribs in, and then it comes into your throat. It's like a stream of the Sushumna, which is your energy, always knowing that your central column is what we're trying to activate. Good, and that keeps your hips safe too, your hip sockets safe. What do? We just released, soften that back foot, and frame that front foot. Actually, we paused. Hands on the inside, drop the head. Recovery moment. Your right hip's heavy, your head's heavy. Left side, female side, more receptive. Sometimes more emotional. Okay, just trust in that. Okay, frame the foot now. Activity out through the back leg. Inhale. Exhale, straighten out through the back leg. Good. And hold. Not to sag too much into that hip, but to keep it lifted straight back. Getting the rotation of the hip socket to move back and your heart to move forward. Out through the back heel. Adjusting that front foot. And just as we did, high plank on an exhale. So good. This is just my practice. You're more than welcome to go right into Chaturanga. It takes me a little bit of time with the born in 1968 body. Strong. Exhale. Inhale to up dog. This time you didn't even touch the ground. Your thighs are lifted. Exhale. Down dog. Yeehaw! So good. It's always like this aha moment or this like celebration when you did both sides. Elbows down. Dolphin. You can walk your feet in. All right, so I'm not sure what your level is. So just be very gentle when I move to all these different layers, these different levels. This is level 1, where you're just letting the shoulders expand and you're walking your feet in. That's absolutely fine. You can hang out there. Level 2, you can bring one leg up, toes together, bring one leg up for 5, right? And then the other leg for 5 breaths, right? Or I'm going to turn around and give myself a little bit of playtime in an inversion. But wherever you are is perfect for you. So next logical step. So it should feel comfortable and effortless. So be in tune with what you need, okay? And we'll let somebody else get the door. So I'm going to bring one leg up. I'm going to hop up. That's it. That's it. You can use the wall and you can lift and hold. But wherever you are, just practice breathing in and breathing out. Just those little baby steps, you know, using the wall. Ribs in, chest lifted, shoulders spread. And then rest. Rest, rest, rest. Support your head. Yeah, and whatever you did, remember that I love you. Thank you, body. I celebrate you. Good job. Because if you don't do it, who's going to do it? You're your own cheerleading team. You're your own cheerleading squad. You're your own mother. You're your own father. Encourage, nurture, and love yourself. Wow, that was awesome. Yay. So good. All right. I feel like couple things. Kalabate, or that quick fire breath, to sort of clear out some of that we just did. We'll do one more standing, tree pose or half lotus, and then we'll come back down to the ground. But this clearing of breath, powerful. So if you haven't done Kalabate, it's just this kind of a lower belly comes inward as you blow out. You could do it through mouth or you could do it through nose. Today I just went through the mouth. So, and a set of 36. And why? Because 36 adds up to 9. And 9 is a divine number. 9 represents God. Okay, it's sacred number. So 36 is an excellent numerology connection to divine. All right, so we'll do 36. Inhale. Excellent. Swallow a couple times. Clear your throat if you have a little dry. Maybe even take a sip of water. All right, one more set of 36. Inhale. Swallowing, clearing, breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, nose. Exhale, nose. Woo! So that quiet spot allows that release. So that observation, that stillness, that's where the work, the processing happens, you know? It's not actually in it, it's after. Whether it's a clearing of your ears, whether it's this ringing in the ears, sounds, maybe it's another deep sigh. Only you know, and just let the body speak, let it tell you, and it will share with you what it needs, okay? All right, so as promised, we're gonna stand and just do a little tree pose, closing our eyes. How about that? all of that work, and then we're going to see how powerful we are if we're in alignment, right? with the tree pose and a standing posture. Closing the eyes. All right. I'm going to do my right leg first as a limb. This is our branch. Let that come in. Again, I like activating the glute muscle, so I tend to lean forward and activate the standing leg. Find that power through the standing leg by pushing into the ground, suctioning in, lifting tall, pulling inward, everything lining up through that central column. Okay, that's where your base is, your balance. And let your arms lift. Let yourself grow a little taller. Activate and see if you can close your eyes. If you fall out, you go back in. I chose the harder side first. This is my harder side. Fall out, you go back in. Okay. It's all your practice. This is just me doing my practice. You do your practice. Find that central place again. And see if you can close your eyes. Hard. Working on clearing my ankle. Injury from when I was a kid on that ankle. All right, so other side. Yay! I'm happy because I'm switching sides. Okay. Yeah. That forward fold a little bit to activate the standing leg. You can see all this. I'm balanced. I'm using that leg. Stronger leg. Get to show off a little bit more. Push inward. Hips are nice and level. Palms come to your heart. Sink into the floor. Open it up. Stay tall. Activate the fingers. And see if you can close your eyes. Oh my gosh. Oh, so good. Much better, easier on that side. No better or worse, just is what it is. Is what it is. Again, celebrate. All right, let's go down to the ground. We'll step to the front of the mat, go through flow. Inhale, reach. Oh, yes. Exhale, dive forward. In fact, before we go all the way to the ground, take a pretty deep forward fold. So Maha Mudra around your big toes. Heart lifts. Exhale. Lower belly's lifting. Head's dropping. Elbows to the side. Once you're there, see if you can push down into the ground and give it a pull. Hamstrings push back. Even out the feet. Shoulders up the back, elbows off to the side, head relaxed. Excellent. Inhale, halfway lift. Option to bring the Padahastasana, hands to feet. So you're sinking into your hands, pushing again. I'm bending because I like the femurs back. It's that same concept from high plank to down dog. You're pushing the wide backside up and out and broaden it. Once you have that, then halfway lift. and then pull in. And you'll see that your belly has a lot of space. It's like a hollow feeling in your belly. That's what you want to protect your low back and to protect your hips. It's the lift of the lower diaphragm. You have these diaphragms, and that pelvic floor is a diaphragm, and you're using it like a trampoline and you're lifting it up. You're jumping the opposite way, I guess, is a good visual. You're suctioning the net upward. Hopefully that makes sense. But if the hamstrings are tight, you won't find it. So you'd have to bend your knees to find that. And so my knees are slightly bent. And if I want to exaggerate them, I push them back. And there you go. That would be the full pose. Push the knees back and pull. And now it's all hamstrings, you guys. All hamstrings. Wow. All right, inhale, come up. See, I discover all these new things every single practice. So we need to walk this out a bit. So hands on the waist, bend the knees slightly, use your power in your legs. Come on up and take a little walkabout. So I lied. We did not go down to the floor quite yet. Take a break. Walkabout. Nice. Good. Last. Closing up. In fact, might be nice to close up sort of the way we came in to this class, using some props. Okay, so go ahead and lay down however you want to get there. But this time, I'm using my rad roller on the top side, okay? When we started class, I laid on it, but now I'm going to use it. Yeah, so excellent. So if you do not have one of these yet, I highly recommend it. It's called the Center, and it's from radroller.com. So let me just show you how to use this. When you could do it seated, you could do it laying on your belly, and you could do it like I am right now, laying on your back. Okay, so you're just using this around all over your belly. And I just had a thought. I love this thought because I feel like I want more access to my belly. So I'm going to use a block and come into supported bridge. And it could even just be like the lowest level. You see that? Lowest level. And there you go. Have a little bit more access to the belly. And then you can see that this is giving it more surface area to work with. So it helps. There's these little tight bumps. You can feel them. And just go lightly over, rolling and massaging your belly. That's why we call it healing touch, because we're healing our body whenever we touch these spots. You let them relax and you breathe into it. We hold a lot of tension in the belly. This is one way to release that tension with a nice, soft, round. Keep breathing. Take another 5 breaths. And you can rotate your knees to one side and get more surface area, bring it out. Just got a nice adjustment in the low back. So like I say, your body will guide you. The more you do this inner work, this inner body work, you'll say, hey, that needs some attention. So let's move the knees to one side so I can get the surface area to that space. And there you go. Maybe there's some congestion in the, this is the small intestine on the right, the large intestine's on the left. So it's like little digestion. My liver's here. My liver is right underneath the ribs here. I think it might be liver actually. That's wanting some clearing. Yeah. Awesome. Remember, anytime you do this kind of work, to honor the water intake, meaning drink more water, honor the energy level. If you're tired and fatigued, give yourself a break and rest, because you're clearing toxins on a cellular level. You're making the body metabolize, clear, and circulate things that do not serve it, which are, the toxic substances that we all have taken in, but our bodies are miraculous. They clear it out. We're just giving it a added boost with massage. Okay, so, all right, that was awesome. Gosh, I love that. But I'll put the link in the description for you, okay? Now that I've finished massage, I might take this bridge pose a little bit more active and lift, going slowly. Maybe there's a pelvic bowl, rock and tilt. And then you lift up lower vertebrae, middle, upper, and up you go. And hold for about 5. Find that sweet spot where it's effortless and just hold. Watch the belly move. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Move the little prop from underneath you, upper back, middle back, and low back. Good. Once you're there, take a sit up. So your upper body can also get some extension, some expansion. Release the arms, reach them up. And the knees drop to the right. Left arm reaches a little over to the right side, and you'll feel extra stretch through that left hip, left side, left rib cage. Good. Come back to center. And the other arm. So now you have the right arm, arms all the way up, knees dropping. Just closing up our practice. This is a great way to close up your practice, Good. Come back to center. Pause at that midpoint. Again, the upper body gets a little compressed in there, so I always want to remind the upper body it has space. So it just lets it stay spacious. Deep sigh. And I had a plan. This was the next plan. I could just go on and on. Might as well. Hip creases. Support. Okay. Let that open up. Good. Make sure you find some activation. Firing that up. Reach. And then arms above you. I like that. These little adjustments. But once you find those adjustments, trust in them and stay. Let's stay for 5 breaths, 5 to 8 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Really check in to see if you're fully relaxed in your lower body. So good. So then when you're ready to come out, you can do a little bit of pounding if you like, which I always do because it seems so tight right in that inner groin. And giving it just a little bit of stimulation. Say, hey, you could relax, you could release. Okay. And then with your hands for support, make sure you're intact. You can pull your navel in, use your hands around, bring it in, go gentle. Excellent. Knees come towards you, circle out the knees, massage the low back. I'm moving my blocks to my favorite place, which is right under the hamstrings. Once I straighten my legs, you'll see. You will see how cool it is. Blocks are amazing. Get you some blocks. Okay, so make sure the blocks are right by your sit bones, like as tight up as possible, right where they stop, and then straighten one leg and straighten the other leg. And there you go. All right, that's it. Shavasana, corpse pose. Such the feel good, full relaxation. Sometimes the hardest pose to embrace, but hopefully you're embracing this as much as I am. Soften the hands. You can maybe even soften the jaw and rocking the head. Make sure your face and jaw are relaxed. Heavy body, let gravity take your body right into the mat. And let go, surrender that ujjayi, that ocean breath that we were doing, those long, loud, audible breaths, let those go. Go to quiet, soft, nothing breaths. Effort, no effort, just body does its thing. And of course, you're at your own space, your own sacred, divine home. So you just do what you want to do. Just stay in your Shavasana. 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes. This is where the healing happens. That heavy, meditative, quiet space. But if you're free to move, make sure you go slow. Your fingers, your toes. Deepen the breath. Maybe there's a yawn. Circling out the feet. Bringing one knee close to you. And the other knee close to you. And then you would roll to one side, fully supported, using, your hand, your upper hand, the top hand, to support you on the way up. Really important just to and honor that full relaxation that you just created in your body. Go slow. Once you're upright, take one more breath together. Inhale. And exhale. Yeah. All right, open the eyes. Namaste. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you watched the replay. And longer than an hour, you guys. So sorry, but not sorry, because it was an amazing practice for me. So again, sneak peek behind my practice as I teach you what my body has taught me. All right, so have a great holiday week. It is the 23rd of November, 2020. All right, wonderful. Thank you so much for watching. And I just have to show this again. Love all your videos. You are awesome, easy to learn from, and the best I've seen so far. Wow, epic. I really, really appreciate that. That is so, so cool. Thank you so much. And then we have Mighty Joe. Thank you so much for watching. Awesome. Cool. All right. Thanks, you guys. Bye.